I have a couple of case studies that I'd like to share with you. Now, specifically just using the Sensitiv Imago and nothing else to do treatment. So one of the situations I had was a guy who came with me. He had a problem with his knee, and he had been to the doctor. He'd also been to the consultant who had offered him an operation. Now, he was a tree surgeon, and they had given him a 50-50 chance as to whether the operation would be successful. If it wasn't, that ended his career. Now, the guy was called Steve, so I'll call him Steve because you don't know him. And he came along to my clinic and said to me, "Can you help me?" Well, honestly, I didn't have a clue. So I said, "Right, okay, we've got this new piece of equipment, Steve. Shall we have a go?" So, 3 treatments later, completely gone. Totally, completely gone. He went back to the consultant. The consultant could not believe what we had done in 3 treatments. And it was only 3 treatments with the Sensitiv Imago. Now, you know, with the machine that you've got, you would obviously head for the point of the initial problem. But there were other problems involved with that, which I had to address at the same time. But really, the focus was directly on the specific knee in question. And to my surprise, and I was surprised, and every day I get surprised by this particular machine, the situation went. Now, that's the first instance. That was very early on when I actually purchased the Sensitiv Imago. The second instance was my own daughter. She had mastitis after giving birth to her baby. So we had another course of antibiotics. The third occasion came along, and I have never seen mastitis like it. It was now in both breasts. It was so inflamed and so sore and so painful, my daughter was crying. Now, when she came downstairs to me that morning, I said, "Right, that is it. Let's get into the clinic. I'm sorting this out." Well, we went in there. I actually only did that portion of the body and tested that portion of the body and started doing some treatment. Now, you have to understand, obviously, I can see what's going on because my daughter, she was in so much pain. She could wear very little because she couldn't have anything touching her. And as I was doing treatment with the machine, you could visibly see the breasts returning to normal. I was shocked. So shocked at what I was actually seeing. But I was this side, my daughter was here, and I visibly saw the breasts returning to normal.